Hello, my name is Xuanye Yang, and today for my persuasive speech, I would like to talk about why you should drop out of college. Now, first off, let's talk about percentages. 30% of students actually drop out of college within their first year, technically meaning that 3 out of 10 students drop out. And if we want to put that to a class size, out of 30 students, 9 of them drop out, which is honestly a really big amount. Next, we can talk about graduation rates, and we can see that less than half, 41%, of college students actually graduate quote unquote on time, which is naturally 4 years. Now we can see this as a really weird number because of the fact that a lot of college students actually graduate within 4 years to 6 years of college, just because of the class course as well as other factors. And those other factors include financial reasons. We can then look into the unpreparedness from high school and college when it comes to the real working world. And then we can also go into the mental health of college students and what impacts us the most. So first, let's talk about financial reasons. Now, as a college student myself, I do have a lot of preparedness for this, and I'm also very uneducated and also educated about this topic. Now, first, I'd like to talk about financial aid and loans. Now, financial aid and loans actually take weeks to be verified as well as be certified to pass through. And honestly, financial aid can range from $500 to $5,000. We honestly don't know how much we get every year until the school year starts, which is really tough, meaning that we have to work with what we have. And as a college student, as an 18, 19, 20-year-old, it is really difficult to navigate that by ourselves. Next up, I do want to talk about loans. Now, the thing about loans is the interest rates. With those interest rates, we have to pay after our 4 years or 6 months after our 4 years, and generally speaking, the interest rates do increase the loan debt and the loan amount. So hypothetically speaking, if I were to take out $8,000 by my 4.5 years of using that up, I could honestly owe up double to that, which is $16,000. And that's on one loan. Just imagine the amount of loans that people have to take out for multiple reasons or on multiple years. And next up, I really do want to talk about tuition, because tuition, hypothetically speaking, is only $3,000 to $4,000 a year. But we have to look into housing, we have to look into meal plans or just meals in general. We have to feed ourselves as human beings. We have to have a head over our roof to adjust and to work with our coursework. And honestly, it's so much money just to live somewhere, just to eat, and that plays in, a toll with our coursework and with our college life. And honestly, rotating between working to get money as well as working off our money loans and as well as doing our coursework can be very financially restraining for us. Next up, I do want to talk about the unpreparedness that college and high school both bring to us. Now, as an 18-year-old high school graduate, I was very happy to be accepted and excel into a college academia that could pursue my career. But honestly, I was not prepared as a first-year freshman in my first semester because all the topics were more complicated and complex, as well as hard to comprehend at my skill level, as well as understanding the learning and teaching paces that my professors had put on me, especially working with 3 to 5 different professors. And I just want to say that expectations are really high. We can honestly look back at our middle school and high school teachers and how they're always on us to finish our work, do our homework, have homework done by tomorrow. But for college professors, it's do it on your own time, finish whenever you're done. If it's late, you get points deducted, and that's that. Which is very tough, meaning that we have to become more independent overnight and finish all these courseworks and assignments and tests and quizzes by 11:59 on a Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday night. Now, next, let's talk about mental health. Now, we can see most definitely with COVID-19 how mental health has really taken a toll on college students as well as people in general because of how bad this pandemic has put us in. But I do want to talk about the mental health of college students. Life happens, and honestly, family emergencies or issues can happen, as well as relationships can be built or broken apart, and of course, our coursework. Our coursework as college students is so overbearing sometimes that honestly, it's really tough to even sleep at night, because then you have to think, man, what do I have to do tomorrow? What did I have to do today? Did I miss something? Am I on course for the week? And our mental health really, really depends on how we handle everything. And with every new week and every new assignment, every new test, it's difficult. Now we can see in 64% of students, they drop out because of their mental health and because of their mental illnesses. And in 87% of most college campuses, they do classify and prioritize mental health, even though most professors and college campuses do put a lot on our plate. They do understand that mental health is, very apparent and real, but it's hard when one professor gives you one essay to do, as well as another professor asking you to do a speech, and then we have other professors telling you to do 6 quizzes in 2 nights. So, lastly, I do want to conclude in this speech that graduating on time and being pressurized to do 15 credits a semester is really tough, meaning that we have to put those 15 hours into our time of day and into our classes just to pass with a C+. And honestly, our preparation and transitions into new courses, new teachers, adapting to new environments can be really difficult. And sometimes all we need to do is just take a step back so that we can understand what we want, and we can understand as college students how we want to pursue our future careers. And finally, yes, our financial and mental constraints are very difficult for us, but at the end of the day, it's all about being prepared, and I don't think we are. I don't think we're taught as much as we think. I think it's a learning process throughout the years of college and high school. And I think that at the end of the day, we're all just trying to get through, get our degrees, get our jobs, and settle down. Thank you for coming to my speech. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and this is why you should drop out of college.